Welcome to the Community Conversation series. Today we have Greeshma Elpula, who is standing for the AIB elections in Erlangen for this term. The idea of these short conversations is to give people a chance to hear directly from the candidates about their journey to Germany and their community work. Thank you very much, Grishma, for joining us.
Thank you, Jayesh, for taking your time and doing this thing. I feel very grateful that you have taken your time to do this series for everyone.
Thank you so much. Would you probably like to introduce yourself, your journey to Germany, what brought you here, your community involvement?
My name is Elpula Greeshma. As he said, I'm from Hyderabad and I'm dentist by profession. I've done my master's in Technical University München in radiation biology. And the journey to Germany was very funny, you could say, or by fate, you could say. I came here. I was actually looking for masters. So, yeah, I was working in Kodarma. My father was posted over there. And then I started searching some masters in radiation biology. And then I found this masters, but I was the application date was gone. But then I wrote a cover letter and my request to the professor who was guiding this master's, and he really loved it. He took all my papers, went to the university. He's like, I want this girl right now. And that's how I came to Germany in 2015. And I've done my master's in München. I was there for 2 years in München. That's about my journey.
What motivated you to be so much active in community work?
But when I was a dentist, I really didn't work in a lot of clinics. You know, after you finish your dentistry, you work in a lot of clinics and stuff. I saw there was a difference how they treated the patients. It was more monetary things. It was not fair. They were not talking clearly. It was so. What I started doing is, you know, every year in India there are free dental and medical camps. I started applying for them. So I used to go and work there. The pharmaceutical companies, they give you free samples of many things, from paste to everything. So you sit down and you talk to each and every patient and you explain them how to brush, how to maintain your teeth, and how to be and how to maintain a good mouth hygiene and everything. And that was my job. So I really never worked for money. Helping people was something which I enjoyed personally. And then when I came back to Germany, that was something I was missing. I was not working. I became a mom after I finished my master's. I fell into postpartum depression and I had no awareness about it. I had a lot of medical complications along my journey of motherhood and started my Insta page on motherhood. I started posting my own life. There were negative comments, there were positive comments, but then slowly a lot of women started reaching out to me in Instagram. I don't know them, I've not seen them, I've not spoken to them person to person, but they've started writing, I connect to you, I have this problem, what should I do, and everything. And within my knowledge, whatever information I had, I started giving them out. And then I started thinking, this is something I can do, this is something I want to do. So even now, if I don't know any woman, right, if she comes to me and she's like, oh, I have this problem, and I'm like, I'll sit with you and I'll listen to you, okay, and I want to help you, because medically I know a lot of it and I started doing research about it. There are many women who reached out to me that I'm having these panic attacks, where should I go? Then I started researching on internet and everything, and then I realized that women, even though a lot of people don't agree, are the minority community. They are actually not taken care of. I feel like women in Germany have this kind of isolation. Once you're a mother, you're isolated. You don't want to go outside. You don't know where to go. Even if you want to go, there were many times I was in Spielplatz. I was looking at other mothers, and being an introvert, that was the first time I wanted to be with someone. I wanted to talk to someone. I wanted to complain about it. I wanted to share about my motherhood journey. And I feel how many other women felt like that, you know, communication barrier. Maybe some women don't know how to speak English. Some women don't know other languages. They're just standing there. They don't know what to do. They have one child with them. The husband is not there working with them. What does she do entire day? How does she cope up with all the anxiety, panic attacks? How does she cope up with difference in culture? How does she cope up with all these differences? And there are also a lot of educated people, a lot of talented people staying at home because they don't know how to go further, what to do further. So I want to help. My main agenda is helping women, kids, and families. Uh, I think women, kids, and families, and all the problems I've explained are invisible to the community actually. So they go under the radar. People are all talking about these main things. True, we need them, but the politicians are also working on them. Who will work for women? Who will work for the kids? Where do they get? Imagine a husband is gone and the woman is alone for a month or a week, and she has to register the child in the kindergarten. Where would she get the information from? Right now, I think we have more people who are giving the information, but when I came or long back, there was not much. And I'm also grateful that we have this kind of platform where we can do all this stuff. So I'm just intrigued. Also, in medically, how many women know that if they are 35 plus, they have to get an pop-up stress? That is like compulsory. That is for cervical cancer. What kind of vaccination are you supposed to take? Women's health is neglected after she becomes a mom. After she becomes a mom, she is supposed to be nurtured more. You know, she's supposed to be taken care of more. Imagine a healthy, functional woman is what a family requires. You also agree, right? Like if she is not functioning, if she is sick mentally, physically, your family, everything is disrupted. Everything is disrupted. The kids are unhappy. The husband is unhappy. Imagine an empty woman. Imagine a woman who is depressed. Imagine a woman has nowhere where to go, no one to guide to. Like so I feel like I want to work in this area. Imagine health part. I want to start small groups, which I have already started. I wasn't active because I have a 2-year-old, and with dealing with postpartum depressions, a special needs child, and also a 2-year-old coming out doing all these activities was not easy. I'm thankful for my husband who is like supporting me. No, you can do it. You can extend out this help to other people also. So I want to start more groups, for women. We can start walking, running, cycling. So the 1 hour of that weekend, on Saturday or Sunday, that's gonna bloom her. That's gonna make her completely different person. That isolation will be gone, and she would be more income. I feel like the more women are involved in community work, the more you can do together. Men, yes, good. They are always been active, but I think we should also push our partner together so that we have more hands and we can, lift up the burden more together.
Very nice. What motivated you to stand for the AIB elections?
So this is the platform I want to use to help women, and this is on a larger scale. And it's not only Indian women, all women. I feel the larger community which has more educated women are Indian, but the other communities, minority communities, I don't even know if they are educated or not. I want to learn about these women. I want to know their stories. I want to know in which way I can help them physically, mentally, or in medical directions and stuff. And I was very happy that I stumbled upon AIB, and I was like, I want to apply for it. So
what are challenges faced by Indians according to you in Erlangen?
as I explained before a lot, that Indians, we come from a very cultural society. Large group of people together, living together, families together. And suddenly you come here, you find this isolation. You're alone, you have to find new place, new language, new weather, you know, half of the time I feel there's an information barrier between the community, the Indian families, and what do we go. Now we have different communities. Now we are growing up as a big society, and help is available. Once you're registered into one community, they extend your help. If someone writes in the WhatsApp group, I have this problem, now it's swiftly you can get the answers, which is amazing. And I believe this is all because all of these people who are promoting themselves have started this. They have started one step at a time. They have built this community together. You also know because you've also pushed a lot of people.
Definitely.
Yes. And we build this community together, and I think the challenges which we face right now is faced by everybody right now because of the economical crisis we are in Germany right now. So I would not explain about the housing, the jobs, and everything. These are there, but I think the isolation, information barrier, um, everything else, medically, who are you supposed to register, where your kids are supposed to register, which kindergarten, what kind of vaccinations do they need. It also depends if you come with older kids, how are they supposed to be integrated into this society? Would they integrate? So many questions they have, right? Would we be able to survive here? Should we survive here? Should we go back? Should we stay here? How it works and everything. I think a lot of problems.
Definitely, definitely. Now, finally, how important is learning German according to you?
But if you are a little bit not in the engineering field, but on more on medical field or other fields, you do have to learn German. Even in engineering field, if you don't know German, you won't step up. You would be
Definitely.
stagnant over there in that same position. And you also have to remember, we are coming to another country. You can't expect them to speak your language. You need, when in Rome, be a Roman. You need to learn. You need to integrate yourself in the society. You need to learn it. I think people are just scared that it's a hard language. Every language is hard. I believe all the Indian languages are hard.
Definitely.
But we
Yes.
keep speaking and we
Yes.
don't have that fear. So we just learn it or mug
Practice.
it up or and then we speak about it, right? But when it comes to German, they're pretty much scared about it. But then I feel like your platform plays a role in it. If they have someone who knows how to speak their own language, they're more comfortable asking questions. I also felt this when I was going to German classes. I was very scared to lift my hand. I was like, should I ask a question? Should I not ask a question? Because I did not understand this. What should I do next?
Correct.
But with you, I've also heard your classes. It's the subtleness. It's the way you actually extend yourself to your students. So that is important, and you will learn it. You won't get it in 6 months. Some
Definitely.
people require it 2 3 years. Some people might require less time, but just don't compare. But if you're living here long, be a child, woman, men, it's a very interesting thing to do. You have to learn something new. Why wouldn't you spend your time learning something? My father said that knowledge is like an ocean. No matter how much you learn, it's not enough. And don't think that if I learn, I would get, don't monetize it. Learn for yourself. Don't think that if you learn about it, then I can actually earn money from that. It's not.
Correct.
It's for yourself. You learn that language, and it's something to be proud of. Knowing German language, and then you go there and you speak with people, and they're startled. Oh, wow, you speak so good German. Like, yes, because I wanted to be integrated in the society. So I feel like learning German is very, very important.
Good. Very nice. Before we finish, let's have a short rapid fire round.
Sure.
Answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. Very short answer. Your favorite thing about Germany? One thing.
Nature and discipline and structure.
Mhm. Exactly two words that describe Erlangen.
Warm and small.
Warm and small. Mhm. Exactly three words that describe you.
Creative, stubborn, and probably introvert. Yeah, sorry.
And one short answer about one quality every good community representative should have.
See, if you're representing a community, that's a lot of burden. If you have already decided to step on a pedestal, remember that there are a lot of people. You can't choose.
Mhm.
And also, people also have to remember that he's a human being. He makes errors, and that's how they learn. Nobody is born leader. You have to learn as you go through. So I would believe that if someone is standing up for the as a in the representative place, then you should trust him, and he should also trust the community he's representing.
Very nice. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and your vision, Krishma. It was a great knowing about you, your journey in Germany, and your vision, your community work. I wish you all the best for your upcoming AIB elections. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jayesh, for doing this. I wouldn't, I like with your schedule and everything, you still managed to pull it off. You're also an inspiration for all of us that we should work hard more, squeeze in more things.
Thanks so much.